let me ask you this. Where are your excuses to not do certain things come from? What makes you avoid a task? Where does your procrastination come from? What makes you postpone a task and store it deep down in the drawer, wishing to never open it again? Okay, maybe I'm going a little overboard here, but really, what is that? Why can't we simply define a task, put it in our calendar, and do it at the time when we schedule it in? I'm Agnes. I'm a productivity strategist. I do talk about time management a lot because it's a big part of my mentorship. And obviously, if you want to be in charge of your time, if you want to create more time freedom and truly level up without getting busier, leveraging the time is what you should be doing. So let's talk about what pain has to do with time management. Maybe for some of you, it's painful to think that you need to improve your time management. But that's a topic for another live. Today, I want to talk to you about why we're not able to stick with the plan. Where are the excuses to not do certain things come from? Where does procrastination come from? What makes us avoid or postpone a task? And the answer lies in discomfort. Discomfort is what does it to us. If thinking about a task, about doing it, or about other aspects around it makes us feel in a discomfort, makes us want to avoid it, although we very well know that we should do it sooner rather than later. Is that discomfort about the task that makes us like, I think I'm going to do it tomorrow. Or next week should be fine. The deadline is not that soon yet. We make excuse after excuse, and this is how we procrastinate, right? Because when we sit by our laptop, we're ready to do a task. We're actually, yes, we've been avoiding it, but it's fine, we're here. And then there comes an email in your inbox that you most definitely need to answer right now. Or there are dishes in the sink that needs to be washed. Suddenly you go into the bathroom and there's a mirror that you need to clean. So on. Right? And we keep avoiding the discomfort. Listen, we're the ones who let the outside circumstances affect us. We let our self-doubt sabotage our success. We let our mindset hold us back. We allow ourselves to get distracted. But why? Because we want to avoid the pain. We want to avoid that discomfort. For procrastination, for every procrastination that you do, there are underlying issues that need solving. So obviously we have a lot of issues, right? I hope they're all manageable. So what I mean by this is that distraction costs us time. However, we lean in for the distraction to avoid the pain, that discomfort that a certain task is causing us. We don't want to feel the pain. We want to stay in our fluffy comfort zone forever because it just feels so warm and nice. And when we're presented with a task that is like, oh, I need to fill in the tax declaration, I better do it next week. There's still time, And we keep telling ourselves all of those things. We keep procrastinating. We keep making excuses. So, pain. What we need to do here in order to solve the problem, to solve those issues, is to dig deeper, to understand what causes us this discomfort. Why do we want to avoid certain tasks? Why do we procrastinate? The opposite of distraction is traction, right? It's not focus, it's traction. And traction from Latin is an action that pulls you towards what you want to do, right? So distractions are actions that pull you away from what you want to do. And tractions are actions that move you forward to what you want to do. So any action really is either a distraction or traction, right? And depending on what you intend to do with your time. On my live, on episode 33, I talked about if it's possible to avoid distractions. You can check that out. I will leave a link in my comments section. So, at the end, distraction lead us to fall off track. They ignite that desire to escape discomfort. So first things you can do to minimize that damage of distraction leading you away from that pain is to dig deeper and try to understand what it is about that task that makes you want to avoid it. Why it causes you to procrastinate and reach for distractions. What is it? And the second thing you can do is to bring in a bit more structure to your day and make a commitment to yourself. Like if you have scheduled a task in your calendar, which you should be doing anyways, commit to actually completing it. If it gets really bad and for some invisible force is pulling you away, do the task for 10 minutes. Just start and do it for 10 minutes. And I promise, after that, it will not seem as bad. And you will get way more important tasks done eventually. So make time for traction. Understand why you allow yourself to be distracted. I will leave you with this. Have a great Thursday and until next week.